Hey, Ricky, look at this wonderful image. It's so lively and full of color, don't you think?
Absolutely, Raizel. I can see a young boy standing in a bright field, surrounded by sheep and beautiful flowers. His smile is so playful, and those big green eyes of his, they almost seem to glow with excitement. What do you think he's up to?
Good question. Maybe he's a shepherd, taking care of those sheep behind him. Notice how he's holding a stick? Perhaps that's his shepherd's staff. Let's imagine for a moment. He might be a young boy named Oliver who loves spending his afternoons running through fields and watching over his sheep. What do you think, viewers? What could be the boy's name in your story?
I love that idea, Raizel. Oliver sounds like the perfect name. And look at those flowers scattered around him. You've got some bright, colourful blooms. Yellow, white, purple. What kind of flowers do you think those are?
Oh, they could be wildflowers growing naturally in the field. I see some that resemble daisies and thistles. Their presence adds such a cheerful vibe to the scene. Maybe Oliver enjoys picking these flowers to bring home after his long day of taking care of the sheep. Do you think he could be making a bouquet for someone special?
That's such a sweet thought. He could be making a bouquet for his mother, or maybe even a friend he plans to meet later. Let's imagine Oliver's routine. He wakes up early every morning, leads the sheep out into the pasture, and while they graze, he plays in the field, making flower crowns or chasing butterflies.
I love that image, Ricky. It paints such a vivid picture of his carefree life. Speaking of sheep, have you noticed how they're just quietly grazing in the background? They seem so calm. Do you think Oliver has trained them well?
Definitely. It looks like he's an expert shepherd. The sheep look relaxed, so Oliver must have a good relationship with them. They trust him, and he probably knows every one of them by name. Viewers, do you think Oliver names his sheep? What would you call them?
That's a fun question, Ricky. I bet he gives each sheep a special name. Maybe one is called Snowy because of its pure white wool, and another could be Daisy because it loves wandering near the flowers. Now, let's talk about the setting. The field looks so peaceful with the wide, open sky. What time of day do you think it is?
Judging by the soft light and the long shadows, I'd say it's early evening, perhaps just before sunset. The warm sunlight creates such a beautiful golden glow. It's that time of day when everything seems calm, and the world feels a little more magical. What about you, Raizel? Do you think it's morning or evening?
I agree with you. It feels like evening to me, too. There's something about that golden light that signals the day is coming to an end, and it's almost time for Oliver to bring the sheep home. Speaking of the evening, let's use the phrasal verb wind down. Can you explain it for our viewers?
Sure. Wind down means to relax or slow down after a busy day. So after Oliver spends his day playing and watching over the sheep, he might wind down by sitting under a tree, enjoying the peaceful evening. Viewers, do you have a favorite way to wind down after a long day?
Great explanation, Ricky. And here's another word: pasture. A pasture is a field where animals like sheep or cows graze or eat grass. In this image, Oliver is standing in a pasture filled with lush green grass and flowers. You can use the word to talk about farm animals being outside in a large open space.
Exactly. Pastures are essential for farmers who raise animals because it gives them space to roam and eat. It looks like Oliver's sheep are really enjoying their time in this beautiful pasture. What do you think, viewers? Do you think Oliver enjoys spending time here too?
I think he does, Ricky. He looks so happy and full of energy. His messy hair and bright, curious eyes make him seem like he's always ready for an adventure. Maybe after a long day in the pasture, Oliver likes to run back home through the fields, racing with the wind. What do you think, viewers? Would you enjoy spending time in such a place?
That sounds like a wonderful adventure. And don't forget the flowers in the field. Oliver could be running past them, brushing his hands through the tall grass, laughing all the way home. The flowers and sheep create such a peaceful yet playful atmosphere. It's the perfect place for someone like Oliver to grow up.
Absolutely, Ricky. And speaking of growing up, this image could represent more than just a simple scene in a field. It could symbolize freedom, imagination, and the joy of being young. Oliver has the whole world at his feet, with endless possibilities ahead of him. What do you think, viewers? What does this image make you feel or imagine?
That's a deep thought, Raizel. I think it also reminds us to appreciate the little things in life, like the beauty of nature, the companionship of animals, and the simple pleasures of running through a field on a sunny day. It's a reminder to slow down and enjoy the moment.
Very true, Ricky. Sometimes we get so caught up in our busy lives that we forget to take a break and enjoy the world around us. Now, viewers, before we wrap up, we'd love to hear from you. What do you imagine when you look at this picture? What do you think Oliver's day was like? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Yes, we'd love to read your stories and ideas. And remember, learning English can be just like this field, full of exploration, surprises, and joy. The more you practice, the more you'll grow. Let's end this episode on a positive note. Raizel, do you have any final thoughts?
Absolutely, Ricky. Just like Oliver in this image, remember to stay playful and curious, explore, learn, and enjoy the journey. Learning English is an adventure, and we're here to help you along the way. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and most importantly, have fun.
That's right. And as we always say, celebrate the small victories. Whether it's learning a new word or having a great conversation, every step counts. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. We'll see you in the next episode.
Until next time, everyone, keep exploring and stay positive.